Hey everyone, Dan Longman here at Priority Lending. I hope you're doing well. Hey, so I want to give you guys a quick update on the Hometown Heroes program. So, as most of you know, this program was renewed with a fresh $100 million starting July 3rd. And we are now 11 days into this program, and 30 million of the 100 million has already been used. So 30%, that's a large number in just 11 days. Now, granted, there's definitely some people that were waiting because the money from the last batch ran out probably the beginning part of June, mid-June. So there was a lot of pent-up demand. So once July 3rd hit, there was a lot of reservations in the system for the Hometown Heroes Fund. So we don't expect that pace to continue, but that's still a large number. A lot of people, myself included, don't think these funds will go an entire year. It's most likely that they'll probably run out before the end of the year. So why is this important? Well, if you have a first-time home buyer that's sitting on the fence and they're, complaining about rates being high, I understand, but this is a great opportunity for them to get into the Hometown Heroes program now, use basically free money that's at a 0% interest rate to go towards their down payment and closing costs. So listen, remember, they can always refinance their interest rate later, but they might not get an opportunity to buy a home in today's market. Because one thing you have to remember, and this is for everybody out there, so many people right now are sitting on the sidelines waiting for interest rates to go down, right? We know there's little inventory, but there's a lot of people waiting for rates to go down. What do you think is going to happen when rates go down? This is not rocket science. A lot of people are going to jump back into the market. What is that going to do to property value? It's going to push it up even further because it's still not going to solve the issue of inventory, at least not right away. I truly believe there's a lot of people sitting, sellers out there sitting on their 3% interest rates. And if rates come down a percent from where they are now, 1.5%, I don't know if that's going to necessarily make a seller sell right away and jump. If we see a significant decrease in rates, which I think we eventually will, but it'll be more gradual, then you might see a seller that says, hey, I'm at a 3, but now rates are upper 4s, or even 5. Maybe they'll make that move. But if we come down from upper 6s to, lower 6s or upper 5s, I don't know if that's going to, really increase inventory that much. So bottom line is, hey, this is a great program. I want, you guys to know this, anyone that is in the market, please share this with them. And listen, there are, I'm not going to name names, but there is definitely some other, brokers out there that kind of are painting Hometown Heroes in not such a great light. And what I personally think is that they just don't know enough about this program, or quite frankly, it just could be from a revenue thing because they don't make as much off of it. So you really want to go, this is no knock on the broker world at all. I was a broker for 18 years, but you really want to partner with a direct lender on this because direct lenders are underwriting these in-house, the Hometown Heroes. Brokers have to go through another investor who then underwrites them and then eventually sells it off. So by the way, the investor is Lakeview. Lakeview is the investor for all the Hometown Hero loans here in Florida. But listen, because there's definitely some myths out there. Some people were knocking it because of the new requirement that the company has to be Florida based. Yeah, I mean, that's true. The company just has to have a brick and mortar location here in the state of Florida. So someone can have a company that their corporate office is, let's say, in California, but if they have locations here in Florida, that would qualify. So there's other things that I've heard out there. But look, the bottom line of this program, and I've said this and I'm just going to repeat it, there are 3 major benefits of this program. Number one, you can borrow up to $35,000 or 5% of the loan amount, the lesser of the two, at a 0% interest rate, okay, to go towards your down payment and closing costs. That's phenomenal. Number two, you get a discounted interest rate. The Hometown Heroes rate is slightly lower than conventional loans or FHA or VA loans. So that's a big deal. And sometimes I've seen it quite a bit. If people have lower income and they're below 80% of the average median income, they can get a rate that's sometimes 0.5% lower. So that's the second benefit. And the third, it's reduced closing costs. With the Hometown Heroes, you are exempt from the transfer taxes. That's the doc stamps on the mortgage and the intangible tax. That's a 0.55% advantage that someone's going to get over someone that goes with a conventional loan. So listen, you got to know the facts out there about these programs. You got to work with someone that knows exactly the ins and outs of it and has the experience and has done them. So, hey, just make sure you align yourself with a lender that knows this program well. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. We're always here to help. Okay. Have a great weekend. Thanks again. Bye-bye.